more. Sorry. So guys, we are 14 days away from Basil's due date, and I'm getting really excited. Yeah, there's no other words, just really excited. I'm ready to see these piglets. Yeah. Got some new shavings. Got a full water. Gotta stay hydrated, huh? Last summer, she was due, I think it was the end of August, and she had her babies on September 1st. So I think she was 2 days late, but it's alright. The babies were getting nourished and everyone was healthy, and she had a great farrowing. Nothing went wrong. So a day or two late, you don't really need to worry about it. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about my farrowing kit that I'm going to have on hand. It's nothing too crazy, and I feel like everyone has a different opinion on this, especially if you're, you know, farrowing out on pasture and you really are hands off and you have nothing to do with the farrowing. Some people just have, you know, the bare minimum. For me, for a summer farrowing, I'm just going to really have the bare minimum. You know, I'll have, well, so let's start from the beginning. Super warm out right now in New England. In the summertime, it doesn't usually get below 60 degrees. During the night, sometimes it can get into the 50s, but that's not too common. So I will have a light in there, a lamp, a heat lamp for them when they're just little. Last year we had a September, like I said before, a September 1st farrowing, and they hardly used the lamp. We had a lamp in there, and maybe the first day or two they had the lamp, but most of the time they were snuggled up with Mom, and they were perfectly fine. They weren't cold. You know, Basil's, you know, body heat regulated their body heat, and so they were fine. So I'm not too concerned about having a heat lamp. I will have one, but it's not something that's completely necessary, I would say. Don't put that in your mouth. The other things I'll have on hand will be iodine, and I'll have that in a little spray bottle, which you can spray as soon as the piglets are born. You can just grab them, spray at the end of the cord, and that helps with just fighting any bad bacteria. So that's always good to have. Towels, you can have towels, because if it's really cold, you're going to want to get them dry. Again, it's not really cold here in the summertime, so it's good to have towels, I guess, if you want to just clean them off and get them dry. I have syringes, needles, all that stuff that I can get from my local feed store for giving iron. And I found that I really needed to give iron no later than day 3. By day 3, they just don't have the iron. I think they're born with a limited amount of iron, and they're not getting it from the mother, from the sow, so you have to give iron. A lot of people don't, especially if their litter is being raised outside, or if the mom's outside, and when the babies are nursing, they actually get dirt and iron that way from nursing if the mother's been outside in the dirt, and they ingest it that way, or if they're outside rooting around. But for our setup, they're inside, they're not outside at all, so giving iron is something that we needed to do. I also have molasses for the sow, or you can use corn syrup too. It just acts as almost just like an energy boost if the sow if you notice the sow is losing energy, losing steam, you can put some in their mouth, on their tongue. I actually did that with one of my sows last year, and I think it helped because she was in labor for quite a bit of time, and it ended up being okay. But it was nice to have on hand. So just corn syrup or molasses. And like I said before, if you look up Farrowing kit, you're gonna find a bunch of different lists, and it's really, I feel like, a matter of preference what you want to have on hand and what you think is important. This is by no means, you know, the perfect list. It's just what is good for me. And yeah, and my kit will be a little different from summer to winter, just because obviously in winter it's, you know, in the single digits or it's below 0. On a previous video, I had mentioned that we had used a boar from Shipley's, which I'm super excited about. His name is Handyman. He's a Yorkshire boar. He's from like the old line, so he looks a little different. He's a little taller, a little longer, not as short and stocky, which by no means, like, I, you know, like the short stocky pig, but I kind of like that taller, longer pig. And I think the combination of Basil and him, I think they'll make good piglets. So I'm excited to see what they look like. So guys, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Stay tuned, because hopefully the next couple of weeks we're going to be having piglets, which is going to be really awesome. And I'm going to try and take as many videos and pictures as I can and share with you guys and just share the experience. And I'll see you on the next video.